Have you heard of the PACT Act? PACT. Congress passed this law, the Promise to Address Comprehensive Toxics Act. It can do a world of good if you're working with the VA to establish a disability compensation level. If you already have a rating, it can even increase your rating based on all of the included signs and symptoms. But I want to talk to you about how that relates to VA healthcare. Let's say you've never even applied for VA healthcare, meaning you don't have your VA ID card that has your pretty little mug on there and says if you're service connected or not. You get enrolled, right? It's a very simple form, 1010EZ. It's pretty easy also. You go to your local CBOC, community-based outpatient clinic, medical center, wherever, and you get this form, you fill it out, you give them to across the desk. They may, on the spot, if you brought in your DD-214, proving you have honorable service, they may issue you an ID card right there, or you might get it in the mail. That means you're enrolled, and you get assigned a primary caregiver. Now, let's say you've never filed for disability compensation. Did you know that as of March 5th of last year, they opened the door wide to let anybody that may fall under the PACT Act, again, this is a legislation that was passed by Congress to help us veterans that may have been exposed to environmental toxins or hazards. If you were in the sandbox, you're going to qualify for that. If you were like me around horrible types of chemicals on the tarmac with jets, a number of different ways you can qualify under the PACT Act. Well, even if you haven't filed a claim for VA disability compensation, you can get enrolled through the PACT Act. It says you're eligible to enroll directly in VA healthcare, even if you haven't submitted a claim as of March 5th last year. So very simple. Get in there. This includes all Vietnam War and Gulf War era vets. It includes anybody that was exposed or potentially exposed to environmental toxins. The VA on the benefit side of the house. Remember, we're talking about two different things. VHA, Veterans Health Administration, that's your medical care. VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration, that's where you get your compensation or other benefits, home loan guarantee, voc rehab, things like that. They do work together, believe it or not. And under the PACT Act, they're basically being told they must work together because if you have potential exposure, the VBA is going to do what they call a TERA memo on you. Toxic Exposure Risk Activity. If you were in the sandbox around all the environmental toxins, the burn piles, burn pits, things like that, you're going to be included. There's a long list of disabilities that we're not going to cover this time. That's why you need to stay tuned to American Warrior Radio. But there's a long list of disabilities that are approximately caused by your exposure to that. So here's the takeaway. Even if you haven't filed a claim for disability compensation, boom, get into your CBOC, your VA clinic near you, and fill out the 1010EZ because of March 5th, they open the doors wide open to bring all you vets in that hadn't even applied for VA benefits before. So check that out. And also understand the PACT Act probably applies to you. All right. I'm Garen Cohn with American Warrior Radio. And don't forget, thank a vet.